We'll go with Tom, Jay, and Jenna.
Tom Bowles, SI and FrontStretch.com. Kyle, you're a Truck Series owner now this year, and I just was curious, after this incident last weekend, has it changed your ownership philosophy at all? And how do you approach that with two guys going hard and aggressive for the win in the last 25 laps? How do you balance that aggression, with that whole teammate philosophy?
To me, it's just as an owner, what I would, Brian and Taylor got to racing each other for the win 1 week. I'd expect them to do it as hard as they could, as clean as they could. If you want to race the other as you expect to be raced. So, the thing that it boils down to is you do that. You can't change it. You guys learn each other and race each other a certain way. Don't change it. It's that way every single race. It doesn't matter if it's a points race or not a points race. It doesn't matter if it's for $1 million or not $1 million. Because essentially you're going to have to go home back to the same shop and be with the same team guys and 450 employees. You don't want to divide them up. You can't. It's going to hurt the integrity of the team, the race shop, and everything. So understanding that as an owner's role, once you develop that relationship between teammates and how they race each other, boom, it stays the same.
Go Jay, and then Jenna, and then end with Tom. Go ahead.
Jay Pennell with All Left Turns and Front Stretch. When you pulled into the garage and went into Denny's hauler, obviously there was still race left. How important was that time in Denny's hauler while Denny was still out on the track with Joe Gibbs to kind of calm you down? I mean, you obviously went in there very hot. What did that time in there with Joe Gibbs do before Denny got to the hauler? Did that kind of calm you down at all, or was that you still just as hot when he walked in?
I was still pretty warm when he walked in, but maybe that's because I still had my fire suit on. I'm not sure. I mean, to be honest with you, Joe and I, all we did was sit there and stare at the TV. We didn't even talk a whole lot until Denny came in. We had a couple words. I mean, Dave came in there, and I talked a little bit with Dave and Coach. But I mean, once we got Denny in there, then it was just a conversation between the two Gibbs guys and then myself and Hamlin. So, I mean, I think it was beneficial. I'm not going to say that time wasn't needed. It was good that it was there at least.
All right, Jenna, and end with Tom. Go ahead, Jenna.
Kyle, last year's 600, you feel like you really lost an opportunity there with the rain, that was your win to get, and going forward this year, does that make you want it even more?
Well, I feel like I've been strong the past couple of years. I think 2008 I was pretty good. I don't remember if it was 2008 or last year. On the long run, Brian Vickers would always get by me, and we were good for like the first 30 laps, and he was good for the second 20, 25, however long fuel is here, and so I feel like I've been good here in the past, and feel like this year could be the same way. The trend keep going. So hopefully we've worked on our car well enough. We weren't the best in the All-Star race. I don't think we were good. I mean, we were top 5 most of the night, and then the last segment I felt like our changes that we made on pit road during a 10-minute break really helped us, and so we were able to come up and feel like we had a fast car. So we took some of those changes that we made there, and we're going to apply it towards today and try to learn a couple things to make sure that we have a fast race car and an adjustable race car for day to night.
Final question, Tom.
Kyle, your protege, Brian Eichler, is going to be running the Nationwide Series this week. Is he ready yet? How do you think he's going to do in the series? What's his future? Are you going to help him, show him the lines around, and give him a hand a little bit, even though he's on a different team?
I feel like Brian's ready. I think that he's done a great job in the Camping World East and West Series, running there, the races he's won. And then last year running some truck races for Blue and myself, and then running some truck races this year for me. He's done well. He's learned a lot. And he's not used to these racetracks, so it's going to take him a little bit to get the line around there. And I'd be certain to help him out as much as I can. He's called me a lot already about Charlotte, and we talked a lot about last year. So he still has some notes about here. He ran the truck race here last year, so that's good for him. And what I was a little, I'm not going to say upset. That's not the right word, but a little weirded out by this week was apparently they let go of Pardue. as crew chief on that car, and they put Ben Leslie in. And I wouldn't have done that. I mean, that's the Roush organization, but I thought Pardue was pretty good. I mean, he's got some wins with Biffle, and they've run well over there before. And so I wish that he would have had a chance to work with Pardue, but unfortunately, they made a change, and I hope he does well. Hopefully, they just throw in, Carl Edwards' setup that he runs well here with. He runs top 5, top 8 here every time he comes here. So hopefully that Brian can get some of that and just run a good, smooth, clean race come Saturday.
Kyle, thanks a lot. Good luck this weekend.
All right, you got it. Thanks.